Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah. Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. What you want to do, honey? This is the best life ever. Do you hear me? This is the best life ever, honey. And this is Sister Billie, Bertha May Smith, coming to you live, honey. And I want to talk to you about the best life ever. And today, honey, I'm going to explain to you, honey, about the 1914 generation, honey, because it seems like a lot of y'all apostates are still confused about the deal, honey. And I'm going to do some clearing up on that and count my field service times as well, honey boo. So let's get started, boo boo. And for those of you who understand after the end of this, honey, let me know so you can get your best life mug ever, honey. But you got to go to the Kingdom Hall first, honey. Okay, honey, this is a very unique and outstanding site. But we are going to start the other way around, honey. If I can get a load, honey, Jehovah, please help me get this sold the other way, honey. I want to sew this. Okay, here we go, honey. Here we go. We're going to get started right away, honey. Look at this here. Look at this here. 1914, honey. Announcing Jehovah's kingdom, honey. This generation will not pass away, honey, boo. Well, you see, honey, it's 2016 right about now, honey. You see that? It's about 2016. And honey, what happened was, okay, honey, so let me explain to you, honey, okay, honey, so listen real carefully, honey, okay, so let me explain to you, honey, see, what happened was that, okay, so you know how it's 1914, back in 1914, okay, honey, right? So, see, what happened was that back then, honey, Jehovah and the governing body and everybody like that, honey, okay, honey, so, okay, just notice this picture here, okay? Just look at it for a minute, okay? All right, boom. So we're going to move on so I can explain it to you a little bit better, honey. This is the wild beast, honey. See, this is the wild beast with the 7 heads and the wild dragon, honey. You see him, honey? That's Satan, the devil, the dragon, roaring about like a dragon seeking to devour, honey. So anyway, here we go, honey. This is Brother Explain, honey. He's going to explain it to us. And, so, honey, see, okay, so, you see, honey, when we was in 1914 right here, boo-boo, see, this is 1893, and then this is 1914, and so what happened was between 1914, honey, and, 1992, honey, we had, an anointed period right here, okay, honey, so, this was the generation, okay, this was the generation of, 1914, honey, and then over here, honey, is the Great Tribulation. We're very close to that, honey. We are so close to that Great Tribulation, honey. Can you believe how close we are, honey? This is what you need to focus in on right here. I know he's blocking it with his arm partially, honey, but this is the Great Tribulation, honey. This is all that matters right here, honey. Forget about that, honey. See, just, yeah, honey, just, okay, honey, so, honey, you got that? Oh, good, honey. See, I knew you would understand, honey, boom, and so, what happened right here at this point was that some people started saying they was anointed, honey, but they was, not born in 1914, honey. Matter of fact, they wasn't even born in 2014, honey. So, honey, so 1914, that generation, as you can see, has been over 100 years, honey. So, what happened was, honey, okay, honey, so, look, do you see this right here? Christ's kingdom rule, 1914, honey. And this is when Jesus Christ's kingdom began to rule, honey. It began to rule in 1914, okay? And because Brother Fred France, back from the governing body back then, honey, he passed away in 1992, honey. So what happened was, right before he passed away, and all the way up until now, we got anointed people, honey. We got new anointed ones, honey, that haven't even been born yet, honey. Because that generation did not pass away, as you can see. You see, it fused together, honey, because see, it's okay, honey. See, it came from 1893, honey, all the way to 2071, honey. Okay. So see the end. You see this? It's parallel, honey. It's gonna come right down. Let me get my pen, honey, because I'm gonna show you. See this right here? Okay, honey. See, in 2056, that's when the end starts, honey. And concerning that day and hour, nobody knows, but honey, we got it graphically, you see. We don't really know, but we just kind of, we just kind of letting your eyes and your mind kind of make the connection, honey. You see that? Because we put numbers right here, honey. So, you'd be a fool not to understand that, honey. So, did you understand that? Yes, you did, honey. So, we can move on. Boom. This... This right here, honey, is the countdown to Armageddon, because I done just showed you about the 1914 generation and how the Great Tribulation is near, honey. It is here. It is almost here, honey. Any second now, honey. So we got a whole line of cards, honey, because this is the countdown to Armageddon. The countdown to the Great Tribulation, okay? Every single card, you have an opportunity starting with her right here to give her your full name, your address, so she can come back and do a return visit and bring her friends and Bible study on you and your family, okay? Your full name, home address, telephone number, email, so she can send you a bunch of jw.org literature, okay? So, and then if you for some reason do not take up that opportunity, you got her and her and her and him and her and him, her and him and her and her and this guy right here and this one and this one and this one and this one. So honey, it's very, very easy. I know it's hard for some people. I mean, it's not enough cards over there for us to really make any difference, I don't think, honey. But when you get down to the end of this one, honey, you best have taken the literature. You best get ready to get baptized, because if you ain't ready to get baptized by the time you get to this one, honey, you're going to be destroyed at Armageddon, honey. Yes. Oh, Jehovah, you better get them a watchtowers, honey. Now, honey, honey, this is, okay, so, honey, this is an old picture, honey, from way back in the day, honey. This is Armageddon, so you better be scared, honey. You better be scared. I don't know what this is over here, honey. Is that a couple of hot dogs I see? It looks like a couple of hot dogs or something. I don't know, honey. I know some apostates talking about subliminal messages and all of that, honey, but the only thing I see is food up in here. Sometimes I see a hamburger and I don't know, honey, but anyway, honey, this is Armageddon, okay? So you best be scared, okay? This is what's going to happen real soon. It's going to be here any minute. And all of you apostates sitting up in here looking at apostate videos, honey, you need to be Jehovah Hing, just like I'm Jehovah Hing, okay, honey? So, yeah. This is real scary, by the way, honey. It's really scary. Here's another one. Armageddon, honey. What is it, honey boo? And when will it come? Real soon, honey. It's going to come so soon, honey, I can't even talk fast enough for you to know it. So, that's that. This is Armageddon, honey. And it's very scary, honey. As you can see, it's a big old cloud of smoke. And this is announcing Jehovah's Kingdom. See, Jehovah's Kingdom is Armageddon. You see that? You know what Watchtower and Jehovah's Kingdom is about, honey? It's Armageddon. That's what Jehovah likes, honey. He likes to Armageddonize things. As you can see, look at that. Oh, Jehovah, honey, boo, it's so scary, honey. Oh, you best to run to that Kingdom Hall, honey, and get that silver Bible, honey, and stand next to them cards, honey, because you will end up like this man, riding a pale horse, honey. The apocalypse, honey. Revelations of apocalypse, honey, boo, on a pale horse, honey, boo. So, I don't know, honey, but I think I don't know, honey, but these are some lovely colors right here. Are these lime green? Is this a lime green or maybe a pink salmon I see? Okay, honey, let me move on. So, honey, this is scary. Oh, my goodness, honey, look at that scary dragon, honey. That scary lion, honey. That's Satan the devil, honey. That is Satan the devil, honey. Seeking to devour this poor brother, honey. He is seeking to devour this poor brother because, honey, okay, so, honey, let me tell you, honey, okay, honey, I think this is really gossip, honey, but I gotta tell you, honey, because it's been talked about in the kingdom, honey, okay, honey, so let me tell you, okay, honey, so I gotta whisper this to you, honey, but, okay, honey, so what happened was, see, okay, so this is brother, righteous, honey, he is super righteous, honey. I mean, he calls one-man judicial committee on folks because he is just that righteous, honey. He is the head honcho. He got a little money, and he's doing good in his business, honey. But honey, what happened was he had been disfellowshipping people for years and finding out all kinds of dirt on people and keeping the congregation clean. But honey, it's so terrible, honey. Just honey. I have to tell you, honey, last week they done disfellowshipped him because they caught him, honey. He was looking at porn, honey. I was so upset. I was so upset, honey. I couldn't take it anymore. And I knew it was Satan the devil. That was the devil's fault, honey. That was the devil's fault right here, honey. For making this good for Brother Righteous. Brother Busy Righteous, honey. He was caught looking at porn, honey, and it was terrible, terrible stuff, honey. I mean, just terrible stuff, honey. And, honey, so, honey, that was the devil doing that, honey, and he's going to be reproved real soon, honey, because we are short of elders, honey, and we really need him back on that podium, you know what I mean, honey? So it won't be no time, honey, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, honey, he'll be right back, honey, boom. And he promised he won't do that anymore, and we believe him because he's got Jehovah's Spirit back in him, honey, boo. The Bible is everything, honey. All you need to read is jw.org website and the Bible, honey. It will solve all your problems, honey, boo. Boom, honey. Okay, so let me tell you really, this isn't really Batman and Batwoman, honey. This is Brother Smith and Sister Smith, and we just, we was out, standing next to our carts, and nobody was talking to us, and we was bored, honey. So what we did, honey, we said, okay, brother, can y'all, dress up, and we just pretend like we done got some interested folks so we can count our times. I feel sometimes, and so they did, honey. This is what they did, honey, because nobody comes to our cards that interested in our literature, honey. I'm sorry to say, honey. I wish it was different, honey, boo, but it's not. They ain't nobody that interested, honey. Nobody is that interested. I'm sorry to say, honey. I wish they were. And here, baby, we got another Pioneer School birthday cake. Happy Jehovah, Jehovah. Happy JWO. Happy Jehovah governing body. Happy Jehovah. Isn't that beautiful, honey boo? Yes, it is, honey. This is a Jehovah birthday cake. So, honey, so let me tell you what happened, honey. See, we don't celebrate birthdays, honey, but what we like to do, we like to eat cake and drink and have a good time anyway. So we don't call it birthday, honey. We call it Pioneer cake, Pioneer School cake, because you don't have no birthday. You are not to have an identity or a birthday or anything of your own as far as your own, you cannot be independent, honey. You got to be part of the group, honey. You better get on this bandwagon so you can have some of this cake, honey, because the best way to eat the literature is, the best way to understand the literature is to eat it, honey. Including these dolls and this card. This is all edible, honey. Isn't that amazing? This sister worked very hard to make this cake. And here's another Jehovah birthday cake. This one is kind of cute, honey. I like it. Pioneer cake for Pioneer. Oh, I would have never known. I didn't know that pioneer cakes were for pioneers, honey. I thought they were for other kinds of folks. And here, honey. And here, honey. Okay, honey, so okay, honey, we got free Bible literature right here, baby. You want something free? Come get it. Ask for your language too, honey. In case we don't have your language, we're gonna get it. You see this one? Come on, I need me a Bible study. I need to count these hours. I need to look good for the circuit overseer. You better come get this magazine. I swear to God, if you touch this cart, if you touch this rack, I'm getting your name and phone number. I'm going to snag you like, whoa. Oh, honey, I just started. Please don't ask me any questions. Please don't ask me nothing because I'm brand new. You know what? I came up to this woman last week and she snagged my name and my address and now they got me as one of them. I'm not even sure if I want this. So don't ask me something. Please don't ask me anything. Please, I'm so nervous standing here and embarrassed halfway. I can't believe I'm already a Jehovah's Witness. I just met this woman and these people 2 weeks ago, and now I'm a Jehovah's Witness standing here doing this, and I don't know why, honey. I don't know why. Something is going on. I'm going crazy. Don't listen to her. She's a little off. She thinks she's anointed, honey. Shh. Okay, honey, so oh. See, is this Sister, what is this, Sister Bible? Oh, this is a Bible cupcake, honey. And honey, this is the best way to do your Bible is to eat it, honey, and it's very delicious because this is chocolate fudge with vanilla cream, honey. And this young sister here, she is very zealous. She's been pioneering for a long time, honey, and for some reason she is never prepared to wear a head covering when she does her Bible studies. And in this instant, her Bible study had an infant son in the home. He was 3 months old. So since he was a male infant, she had to wear a head covering. And the only thing that was available, honey, was a plastic bag. So that's what she donned on her head, honey. Because that is part of serving Jehovah, honey. The women have to wear head coverings anytime they are in a teaching position and conducting Bible studies. And if there's a male in the home, even if he's an infant, honey, you better put that bag on your head. You better put that bag on your head. This young sister, this young sister was doing a Bible study over at Denny's restaurant, honey. What had happened was she was caught off guard too, honey. She wasn't prepared because she didn't think there would be any men in the restaurant. So what she did was she just took a napkin and put that on her head and kept on going, honey. You can't let the devil stop you. Oh, honey, I done already told you about these two, honey. Okay, honey, so let me tell you. Okay, honey, so let me tell you. Okay, honey, so, okay, listen real carefully, okay? I don't know what happened really, but these two young sisters right here, they are pioneers, and I had already spoke about it in another video, so if you already know about these two, you can skip on along, honey. But anyway, honey, these were midnight witnessing, honey. And honey, so you know how there's a lot of sisters, right? And there's not enough there's not enough brothers and stuff. So honey, okay, so honey, I'm trying to really explain this, honey. So what had happened was, honey, so this sister, okay, honey, this sister is very zealous, honey. I love her to death, honey. I really love her. I love this sister as well, honey, because they are so precious, honey. They are just precious and beautiful sisters, honey. We've had them in our congregation for a long time, and she used to take me down to the doctor, honey, when I had to get my bunions repaired, honey, and honey, and I had to get my feet done, honey, because honey, I had arthritis, and I had to. So she took me on down. She used to take me to the store too, honey, to the grocery store, honey. She was so sweet, honey. So anyway, honey, they was out midnight witnessing, honey, and I don't, I didn't think it was the safest thing to go out there in the dark and at midnight, but they said they wanted to get to all those people, even the ones in those kind of venues, and so honey, they said they was going in groups, and so honey, I don't know what happened, honey. But it was a little late and a little too dark for these two sisters to be standing out there, and okay, honey. So what happened was, honey, anyway, one of them ended up getting pregnant, honey, and we prayed hard at Jehovah. We don't know how that happened, because one of these sisters ended up getting pregnant mysteriously, honey, and they had to disfellowship her, and we don't know what happened, honey, but it was very tragic, honey. But I'm sure she'll be back real soon, honey. Okay, honey, this is a JW.org tie, honey, as you can see, honey, and this is reserved for only the elite, honey. You are not to wear this if you are not of the elite. That's right, honey, because this is a very useful tie. This is very versatile and useful. You can wear this in anything. And here, honey, we got the Catholic sisters extremely interested in the Watchtower and Awake and in our literature cards, honey. Honey, okay, I'm going to tell you something, honey. I have to whisper it to you. I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but Brother Righteous, the one that was called, he was like saying, okay, honey, look, y'all ain't getting enough people interested, and we need to get more interest in our literature. So what we're going to do, we're going to have these two sisters dress up as nuns, and then we're going to have their back turned to the photographing person, or whatever you call that person, photographer or whatever, and then we're just going to take a picture of y'all pretending that the Catholic nuns have been so extremely interested in these cards, honey. So that is what we did, honey. Because in reality, honey, even we are bored to tears with our own literature, honey. Can you believe this? She's feeling good. I think she's high. I don't know. Is she asleep? Because it seemed like half her eyes are halfway open. She's feeling real good. This man is clearly bored out of his cranium, honey. He is out, TKO'd. And she's reminiscing back about the old days, honey, when she used to go to her favorite high school, and when she first met her high school sweetheart, and when her first grandchild was born. She's reminiscing about the old days. She's not even all there. And this one over here, she's wondering about whether she got her job interview coming up next week. And she's wondering about whether that pioneer brother that she saw at the other end of the convention center is available for her. Is this one asleep, or does she just have her head down? I don't know, but this man is looking at me. He is looking dead at me. Let me move out of here because he's creeping me out. So, honey, this is so unique, honey. This is so unique and outstanding, honey. Unique and outstanding. Look at that. I have never seen such a truck or such a logo or such a website, honey. The first time I went to JW.org, honey, I was amazed at the uniqueness, honey. Do you see all that uniqueness? There's nothing like this, honey. Look at that. The shape of these teardrops, there's nothing like that, honey. I have never seen that before, honey. And this is all so unique, honey. It is a unique thing, honey. I'm just uniquenized, honey. By the way, if Monique Bonisha Halifa Sharifa Jackson is listening, honey, they done took your name, honey. They done put your name on their website, honey. So you need to go to the trademark folks and let them know, honey, because they done took your name. I just have to say Jehovah, 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 honey. I don't know. So, honey, that was the best life ever, honey. Do you understand that? You see that? Bam, honey. Bam, honey. Boom, honey. Boom, honey. Bam. So do you understand about all of that, honey? I hope you do, honey, and have a good day. Jehovah, 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 Jehovah.